What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, just woke up, so I'm trying to get rolling, but I actually got some sleep last night. So here's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the Kathleen Kennedy situation because so many people seem to think that this has me so upset and so mad and so frustrated. And while I obviously think it's a terrible business decision for Disney, I think that they're now seeing the PR backlash. I think they're now realizing, holy crap, people don't like this woman. Holy crap. I think they're seeing it firsthand, but that's fine. But really what this comes down to is, like, why do people seem to think this is a problem? Like, I don't really understand it. Like, in life, you get things wrong sometime. I don't know why that's become such a taboo subject for people to admit that they're wrong, but that's not me. I mean, I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong because that's part of life. I'm a competitive person. I've played sports my whole life. I'm very confrontational. When you believe something or when you want to make a prediction, you make the prediction. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. And when you're wrong, you admit you're wrong and you move on. I mean, I don't really get the big deal here. So I looked at all of the data. I looked at all of the behavior from Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy. I looked at all of the rumors. I looked at the tangible things. I looked at the speculation, and I came to the conclusion that I thought that Kathleen Kennedy would no longer be the president of Lucasfilm anymore. Ultimately, I was wrong. And I can admit I'm wrong. I don't really see what the big deal is there, but a lot of the soy tears out there, they seem to think that I'm upset, that I'm in my basement crying, and no, I'm not. And really, Kathleen Kennedy, Star Wars, that used to be a one-trick pony for geeks and gamers. We're beyond that now. My Battlefield videos, my Captain Marvel videos, James Gunn, Dave Bautista stuff. I mean, all that does much better than my Star Wars stuff now. So I just prefer to talk about Star Wars more, but there are videos and topics that get far more traction now on the Geeks and Gamers channel than Star Wars. So a lot of people said, oh, well, now this is the end of Geeks and Gamers. The end is near. And that's not really the case. I'm sorry that you're going to be disappointed with that. And then the other thing going on is there are people trying to get me banned from Star Wars Celebration. I don't really understand if you understand who you're dealing with, but I'm really not a convention guy in the first place. So on a personal level, I really would not be going to Star Wars Celebration if it wasn't for the community, for the YouTube channel, for the following we have. I'm not a convention guy, so if you get me banned from Star Wars Celebration, you're doing me a favor. Also, if you get me banned from Star Wars Celebration, which you won't, that's only going to help the platform. Like, it's only going to help everything we're doing and give us more attention and more credibility, and it confirms everything that I've been saying. So you're really in a lose-lose situation there, because either I get to go to Star Wars Celebration and meet all of the community and meet our amazing supporters that we've gained over the past year, or I don't go, which I'm really not that interested in going anyway. I went to Celebration last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was, I can't remember, but it's like, or last year. It was whatever. I'm not a convention guy. I don't really like big gatherings. So if you really want to hurt me, like, get Mario Kart canceled, or get Cherry Coke discontinued, or maybe get Yoo-Hoo discontinued, which is kind of hard to find Yoo-Hoo here in California. That's very frustrating, but that's another topic. But yeah, really, it's just, I don't know why we're at a point in society or culture where people can't admit when they're wrong about something, or when someone is wrong about something, people make such a big hoopla over it. Like, this is normal life. Like, logical thinking people understand that sometimes you get things wrong in life, and when you get things wrong, you admit it. Which, we're dealing with people on the opposite side of this that can't admit when they're wrong. They can't admit when they do things wrong, or say things wrong, or get a prediction wrong. Do you remember Solo? Do you remember all the predictions that it was going to be breaking opening weekend records, that it was going to do $1 billion, that it was going to be this? I don't remember many of them actually going, yo, Solo is a disaster, and I was wrong. Holy crap. Like, I don't remember very many of them doing that. Some of them did, but not many. And I said on here, if I'm wrong about Solo, then I will fully admit that I'm wrong. I just feel like the momentum's not there for the movie, and it feels like the fan base is not excited. And so what they did is, instead of admitting they were wrong, they changed the rules, they changed the argument, they moved the goalpost, because that's what they do. But I'm not above admitting I'm wrong. I've already said this like 3 or 4 times on 3 or 4 different videos. I don't really mind making another one. I'll make this is a specific video, so you can point this to the soy boys out there and their soy tiers. Like, the more they flow, the more Geeks and Gamers grows. So it's like you're only helping what you're trying to hurt. And I know it aggravates them now because, we are beyond the Star Wars topics in terms of things that get traction for the channel. We're not a one-trick pony anymore. Something that honestly concerned me for a while. I was worried. I'm like, man, people don't really watch anything unless it's Star Wars or Kathleen Kennedy or Last Jedi. That's not the case anymore. It's just not. The most watched video in the past month is a Battlefield 5 video. I could have made more Battlefield 5 videos, but I just really haven't had the interest. I still want to focus on Star Wars. Those are getting less views than other topics, but I like Star Wars in terms of talking about it. I want to call it out. I want to expose Disney's garbage, and this is what you guys generally want to hear from me and from the channel, so that's what you're going to continue to get. So, but moving forward, we're going to continue doing what we do. This Kathleen Kennedy news, if anything, is good for the channel. I don't personally like the news, but it's still good for the channel. It's good for the brand because, if you could, just because she got a contract extension doesn't mean anything. There's a precedent that we can point to. So John Skipper was the president of ESPN, and he did a terrible job for several years, just like Kathleen Kennedy. And even with him pushing identity politics into his company and ruining the ratings and killing anything they had going on, Disney still chose to give him a contract extension. And then just a few months later, guess what? John Skipper suddenly resigned. And so, again, you can celebrate this if you want. I don't know what you're celebrating. You're basically celebrating mediocrity for the future of Star Wars, and that kind of makes me question, like, what exactly is your play here? Like, are you just celebrating the fact that someone on YouTube is wrong about a prediction to the point where you're willing to sacrifice the future of Star Wars for it? Well, that says a lot about you as a Star Wars fan, doesn't it? So, but I'm so happy with where we're at, and I'm so happy that so many people seem to think that this is going to hurt the channel. Man, you guys are in for a long road of hell, and I'm going to be happy to continue laughing at you. So I was wrong about Kathleen Kennedy. You can get me banned from Star Wars Celebration if you want, or you can try, and you'll only help everything we're doing if you do that. And you can continue to make up things like we're not going to survive without Star Wars, because the truth is that's not even our number one topic anymore. So anyway, I'm excited, and I love your tears. I love your tears. Your tears are delicious. Yeah, you guys have a great day. We will talk to you later.